So it has been a while since I've actually sat down and done one of these videos. So, since this is a vlog, I just want to take a few moments to just thank all of you for this past weekend. You guys are some of the kindest people I've ever had the chance to meet. I never would have imagined I would encounter so much kindness, because throughout my years, I've seen some really nasty and horrible things. And just to see how nice all of you are, to just go out of your way and help me out and all that, it just amazed me. Because I've just seen so many people ask for help sometimes, and they just get knocked out of the way. They're just pushed and shoved and like, get out of here and all that. And I'm just truly amazed how nice so many of you were. And I just want to dedicate this first part of the video and just say thank you. You all were like a shining light that came out, became my hope, and allowed me to continue doing this, if it was not for you guys, I would have to give this up. So I just want to say, guys, thank you so much. I've been stressed now for the past couple months, and it's one of the big things when I said that I've been going through some personal things. That's one of them, because I've been stressing out for a while now, ever since the whole thing at the beginning around April and stuff, and then to now. And now seeing how just so many of you went to my Patreon and supported me, or gave me words of kindness or advice on social media and all these different things. You guys really just opened my eyes up that you guys really don't want me to go, and that makes me happy. It's so much love I saw there. It's so much kindness. I probably used up all the luck I probably have for the rest of my life. Like, that was probably the luckiest thing I've ever seen. Just to meet and be able to be a part of such a kind community. You guys, no matter what I say, no matter what words I want to say, will ever make up for what you guys did for me this past weekend. I can never make up for it. I can't, no matter what I say. So all I can do is just continue doing what you all wanted me to do, because clearly you don't want me to go away. I'm just thankful. Thank you guys. So with that being said, I do want to say that this video is probably going to be a little bit long, on the long side. It's probably going to be about an hour or so long. And I do want to uphold one of the things I have on the Patreon, where I will do a shout out to those that support me on, the site and all that, and allow me to continue focusing on YouTube. At the end of this video, I'm going to have a big long segment of me just reading out the names of all those that supported me through this past weekend to yesterday and today and all of that. I just want to read out everybody's name that helped me on Patreon, and that was allowing me to continue doing this. So at the end of the video, there will be an entire segment dedicated to that after I'm done opening up the fan mail. So yeah, just thank you guys. And so with that being said, let us begin opening up the stuff that I should have opened up a while ago. So we have some chocolate here. I really, really like this, because it was sent to me a while back. I remember snacking on this and eating this when I was done with, the Chibi vlog and all that. I remember eating this in one sitting because it was just so good. So I'm probably going to have a really good time eating this. Like, I've been having a sweet tooth today, actually, because I don't have any candy. Probably going to snack into that once I'm done with this vid. So let's see what this letter says. Palo, Chibi-senpai. I'm assuming that means hello. It's Tigger, at your bouncy service. How you doing, Tigger? It's been a while. I've seen you on Twitter. I've seen you on YouTube and all of that. So just thank you very much, Twitter, for always being a continued support to the community. But how you doing? It's been a while since my last letter, but I have some good and bad news to say. And more so, this is going to be a long letter, but I know you do not mind. So let's start. I do not mind. I've said so many times in the past. First, the bad news. Since February, my boyfriend's grandpa died and he became 101 years old. My condolences. I'm sorry to hear that. I knew him for 4 years and he was a very lively person for his age, and he remembered a lot of his past. He sometimes told me about his life before he got to stay with my boyfriend and his family, which was very fascinating to listen to. Near his end, his family stayed by his side at the hospital and said their final goodbyes to him. Sadly, I couldn't be there for my boyfriend since I knew his grandpa meant a lot to him, but I did come to his grandpa's funeral and stood by his side, holding his hand and hugged him when he needed it. That's really nice of you to do, actually. It was my final goodbye to my oldest friend, but I know he is now in a better place, together with his beloved wife. So I was not sad that day, but instead happy that they can be together again in heaven. That's a really good outlook to have. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your boyfriend's loss. I'm sorry you lost a friend. But I'm glad you think that. That's a really good outlook to have. So may he rest in peace and be with his beloved wife. And may he be with his beloved wife. Now the good news. I did tell you about this part-time job I might get in my last letter. And funny enough, as soon as I sent my last letter to you, I got a call the very next day that I got. And I was then the very next day. And I was forced to come home earlier than planned. It was so sudden that I didn't have time to fully embrace the situation, but I came home and a few days later, I started to work. Turn the page. I had a great time there. Fun co-workers to talk with, always stuff to do, which I really appreciate. It lasted around 3 months, and then I got another news that I will start work at Konexi? I don't know how to pronounce it, forgive me. Which is a place here in Sweden who helps people who have social difficulties to find a job that suits just for them. It's at IKEA, so I can walk around a lot since it's so huge, but I do not mind. In my future job, I want to walk a lot, and when I am finally home, I can just chill at my computer with YouTube and anime, which I normally do. Before I tell you some random stuff, I will tell you one what the fuck fact that I found out through YouTube a while back. I watch Daz Games. He is a fun guy, and I love his comments, but for some time ago, he reacted to a video which made me question the humanity. That video is, get ready for this, a girl's sexual relationships with dogs. What the fuck? Yep, no joke. She actually does that. Poor innocent dog. Wait, what? Whoa, what? Even more what the fuck is that she has a YouTube channel that is in fact about her sex life with dogs. My only question is, why is she not in jail yet, and why do YouTube accept her videos? That's fucked up. I don't even know. That's fucked. I was traumatized the day I found out about this. My question to you is, have you heard about this girl, and what's your opinion on this what the fuck bullshit? I have never heard about this. Anyone know the name of this YouTube channel? If you do, I would like to see, because, like, is this channel still around? And now we move away from bullshit land. Time for the part of my letters when I tell you about voice actors and their characters. This time is the characters from Showa Rakugo. Next letter. Okay, moving over to the next page. Ashida Akira, Thrigatsu no Lion, or, Thrigatsu, Toji Soya. Akigami, let's see, was playing Izana. Katsuki no Yona, Jungi. Amnesia, Kent. Berserk, Judo. Blood Plus, Goldsmith, and Chrono Crusade, Chrono, Defrag, Naga, Numa, Danganronpa, Togami, really? All these characters playing. Fate Zero, oh, whoa, Runosuke's? The same one by fucking Soya from Thrigatsu? Whoa. Okay, Gintama Katsura. Oh, that's a very skilled voice actor. Kami-sama, Mikage, Magi, Yunan, Magic Kaito Hakuba. Oh my god, what a really skilled voice actor. Mirai Nikki, Akise Aru. Naruto played as Gaara. Wait, Gaara's voice actor played fucking Defrag Naga. What? Neon Genesis Ava Nagisa. I'm legit shocked about that one. Nobu Nagun. Vidocq Francis. Wow. Vidocq. I remember watching that show. That brings me back to the past, actually. I remember when I used to review that. Nerdy Hon no Mago. Let's see. Tamazuki. I don't remember that character. It's been a while since I've watched that series. One Piece Cavendish. Okay. Pandora Hearts. Break. Wait, what? Holy shit, I like Break from Pandora Hearts. Oh my god. Psychopaths Kaguri. Oh wow, Kaguri. Rakugo played Yakumo, aka Bon. Yu Yu Hakusho Sensui Shinobu. That's one of my favorite characters in Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh my god. Very skilled voice actor, I must say. The voice actor's name is Seki Tomokazu. Played Tojo in Beelzebub, Chobit Shinobu, Devil May Cry Vincent, Fairy Tail Lucky. Oh, Lucky. I remember fucking Lucky. Fate Stay Night. This man plays Gilgamesh? Well, I'll be damned. This man plays Gilgamesh. Kanon Kitagawa. Oh, man, that series brings me back. Mirai Nikki plays Ikusaba. Monster, Carl. Neon Genesis Eva, Suzuhara. Wait, the same character that plays Gilgamesh plays Suzuhara? Neon Genesis? Wow, played Rob in One Piece. Stinger in One Punch Man. Kogami and Psycho-Pass. I could see that one, yeah. Kogami and all that, and Gilgamesh, yeah, I can definitely see that. Rosario Vampire. Oh, Guinea. Really? Rakugo Yotaro. Wait, Yotaro? Yotaro is Gilgamesh? So different, their personalities. Holy shit. Sword on the Line. Kibo, I don't know how to pronounce that, forgive me. Sword on the Line, Yowamushi Pedal, Grand Road, Machimiya. Damn, Machimiya. Seki Toshi Hiho. From Gintama, Kamiyama. Guilty Crown, Oma, Higurashi, Kyosuke. That's a shocking one, too. Senketsu from Kill la Kill. Mob Psycho, Goda. Naruto. Oh, wow. Iruka? One Piece Duval, or whatever. I forget how to pronounce his name. Ranma Mouse. And Rakugo Higuchi. Some of these voice actors just amaze me how they're able to change their voice. Like, you know, when you look at the Seki Tomokazu and you see Lucky, like, voicing Fairy Tail's Lucky character, and then you see, like, someone like Gilgamesh, just imagine the person that voices Gilgamesh voiced Lucky from Fairy Tail. The quality in voice acting to be able to do something like that. Holy hell. The next one. Number 5. Kobayashi Yu. Dance in the Vampire Bun, Meirin, Gintama, Sarutobi. I could see those two, yeah. Higurashi, Hojo, Kacho wa Maid-sama. Oh my god, that needs a season 2. Hinata, Attack on Titan, Sasha. Sasha is Ayami from Gintama? What the fuck? Showa, Konatsu, Steins Gate. Wow, Uru Shibata. Did not see that one. Tegami Bachi. Elena. Umineko Kanon. Oh, damn. Ushiyama. Let's see. Ushiyama Shigeru. Hopefully I said the name right. Black Lagoon. Wentzel. Monster Kepper. Let's see. One Piece. Wow, I don't know how to pronounce this man's name. Hilulai. I can never pronounce his name. I cannot believe. Holy shit, played fucking Wentzel and all that. And then played Matsuda from Rakugo. Played fucking Matsuda. And then played... Damn, the difference in voice acting there. Haya Shibata, Megami, played in Blue Exorcist, Frederick, I mean. Love Hina, Urashima, Neon Genesis Eva, Ray, One Piece, Rebecca, Ranma 1/2, played Ranma girl version, Rakugo played Mio Hichi, and Yu Yu Hakusho Genkai. Genkai is a popular one. I'm surprised about that one. Okay, Komatsu Mikago. Kami ga Kill Sayo, Aldanoa Zero, Inko, Oharu Ride, Maru Shoko. Oharu, oh wow, I remember this Oharu one. Hotaro Gangsta played Ginger. From K played Neko. Noragami Mutsumi. Okami Shoujo to Kurdo Oji. Tetsuka Aki. Overlord Beta. Same person played Sayo played Beta? Plastic Memories Andy. Recreators. Whoa, Celestia. Not a thing, I do see that one. Rakugo Shinosuke, kid voice. Wait, the same voice as Celestia plays the kid voice as Shinosuke from fucking Rakugo? Let's see. Tsukita, Mihiro. Tells us Asteria the X, Rose. Ushio Tutora, Asako. And then now we move over to the next voice actor, Yamaderi Kochi. Dragon Ball Z, Ten Shinhan. Full Metal Alchemist. Wow, Isaac? And Ten Shinhan. Gintama Yoshida. Yoshida Shoyu. Yeah, I could see that. Ten Shinhan and Yoshida. Yeah, I see that one. Hunter x Hunter 2011, Zoldyck. Silva. Yeah, I see that as well. Neon Genesis Eva, Kaiji. One Piece Corazon. Ranma 1/2, Roga, Hibiki. Let's see, Rakugo. Played Shin. Next anime will be Monsters, so be ready. Not all characters, though, but some. Okay, so this is about monsters. Speaking of monsters, I've recently watched the entire series, and I have to be honest. At first, I tried to avoid it since I did not like the design for the characters, but after watching a top 10 video on YouTube, I decided to give it a chance. And I loved it. What I find the most interesting is that you don't need a gun or weapon to be a monster. Yep. One example, Johan. That man is scary, but at the same time a very fascinating character. Same exact thoughts too. But there is two characters I do not like, and that is Eva and Lunge, or however you pronounce the name. Lunge destroyed his own life with his family in order to try to think like the criminal. He thought Tenma which I did not like because his daughter gave him a chance to let him see his grandson, but he chose his work over his family. As for Eva, I have two words for her. Spoiled bitch, but I admit there are some good written characters, and I give the anime 10 out of 10. Brilliant story and well-told characters. What's your thoughts on Monster, and do you have characters you love and dislike? In terms of, like, you know, the two characters you mentioned, same thoughts. I actually have the same thoughts. I did not like Eva until towards the end of the show. Very good written characters, though. They're really well written. I feel like Johan is probably one of the scariest villains I have ever seen in anime or manga. He is legit scary. He's a scary, scary villain because he doesn't need to even have a gun or anything to be able to just prove how evil he can be. Let's see, turn the page. Since you have a huge love for romance anime, and during one of your Little Witch Academia reviews, you told us that you love relationships between a commoner and a non-commoner, like, for example, a rich person and a normal person. By that, I have an anime recommendation for you, and the name is Hana Yori Dango. The series is well known in Japan, and it got so much love by people that it got both a Korean drama and Japanese drama TV series. I myself was first introduced to this series with the Korean version, which was named Boys Over Flowers. I've heard about that English title, actually. I embraced this series with so much love, and it's on my top 5 favorite anime, manga, and Asian drama. But I will tell you the story. Makino Tsukushi, who comes from a poor family, just wants to get through her 2 last years at a rich school named as Itobu Gakuen. But once she makes herself known to be the first person to have courage to stand up for her friend to the F4, the 4 most popular and powerful rich boys at the school, she gets the red card. F4's way of a declaration of war. But when she doesn't let herself be beaten by them and is starting to fall for one of the F4, Hanazawa, Rui, she starts to realize that there is more than meets the eye. Move on to the next page. Okay, next page, where is it? Here it is. I personally love the anime because just like with your favorite character Meruem from Hunter x Hunter 2011, he and the leader of F4, Tsubasa, start off as evil, but thanks to a certain person, they slowly grow into a gentle character who, as the series starts to progress, starts to care for the person a whole lot. My heart melts for Tsubasa. At first, I disliked him with a passion for what he did to poor Mikino, but as the series continued, he turned into a silly but gentle character, which, by the way, is my weakness. Aww. I personally recommend the Korean version, Boys Over Flowers, but the anime manga is also great, so I hope you can either watch or read the series. I know you love it, especially the romance. I do. Oh, by the way, Game of Thrones starts later this year at July, and when it starts, would you like to do a review of every episode? Sadly, it's already over at the time of me making this video, so I cannot do that, but it was a good TV show. It would be fun to hear your thoughts on it. I am almost done, don't worry. 2 last things. In the future, when you have enough money to go to the convention, would you vlog while you're there? Yes, I will definitely do that. Or do you prefer to experience it on your own and then later do a review at your first convention? Was like, no, I'll definitely record it so I can have memories with all of you guys. Mine was 7 years ago, and it was scary at first, but later became the best decision of my life. Turn the page. Thanks to conventions, I met my dear friends. I met my boyfriend. I realized my true identity, which is intergender. That means I do not see myself as boy or girl, just as a human being. I found my inner true form, which is Tigger. At first, I hated hugs, but after conventions, I love hugs. Conventions has a special place in my heart, and someday in the future, I will show it to my kids. Aww. Now for the final part of this letter, I'm going to tell you the upcoming Disney movie that is officially going to happen soon. The Incredibles 2, 18th June 2018. I am looking forward to The Incredibles. I hope Edna's there in the movie. Live action Mulan, 2nd of November 2018. Wreck-It Ralph 2, I haven't seen the original Wreck-It Ralph. Mary Poppins Returns, 25th December 2018. Live action Lion King, 19 July 2019. Frozen 2, yeah, obviously Frozen would get a sequel. Live action Aladdin, now that one I'm looking forward to. Christopher Robin, I didn't hear about that one. Live action Dumbo, that might be a good one too. Pinocchio live action. Live action The Little Mermaid, and live action The Sword in the Stone. Now that one is what I want to see. The Sword in the Stone live action. Ooh. That's all from Tigger. I hope you have a good day, and I see you next time. Cozy hugs. Hug. So you have, I think, one more letter here. Special letter. P.S. I take back what I said about Lunge and Ava. True, I disliked them at the beginning and in the middle of the series, but at the end, they learn their mistakes and try to become a better person. That's how I feel, too. I like that, but did not like the ending. After all Timma went through, he chose that decision. So I changed my grade from a 10 to a 9 out of 10, but from aside that brilliant anime. I was lazy to take away my comment from earlier, so I'm sorry, but not sorry for this. No problem, Tigger. No problem. Always fun to read your letters, and it's always fun to read any of you guys' letters. So thank you so much for always sending a letter, and I'm very sorry for taking so long to get to this letter and, you know, opening it up. But thank you so much. Hi Chibi, saw in your Eureka movie video that you have never seen the glory that is E7. Well, today is that day. I would love it if you could review this, but if you don't, that's cool as well. Eureka 7. The entire Blu-ray set, episodes 1 through 50. Holy shit, that's a lot of episodes. That is a lot of episodes. Oh my goodness. The greatest love story ever animated. That's got my attention. I'm not gonna give a promise that I can't keep. I'll try to get to this. But I'm not gonna promise it's gonna be the first thing. But thank you very much for sending this. I do appreciate it. Okay, so there is no letter, but I have been sent volume 17 of Food Wars. Prepped up for that season 3. I'll tell you that right now. I really want that season 3 of Food Wars because I love myself some food gasms. Oh my god, the artwork of this series is really good. Really good artwork to Food Wars. So yeah, we're gonna be getting season 3 soon, aren't we? I think we are. I could be wrong there, but I think we are. But there is no letter to who sent this, but thank you so much for whoever sent this. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. What? I have to say, this is probably one of the strangest things I have probably ever received. I remember someone sent me a how to make beer book, but the Beginner's Guide to Cheeseman. What? Okay, is there a letter here? Let me see. Let me see if there's a letter a part of this. There is no letter, but a Beginner's Guide to Cheese Making. Guess if I want to make some cheese, I can look at this. Thank you for whoever sent this, but this is just bizarre. Cookbook. Actually, that'd be nice to have some recipes and stuff. That's not actually that bad when I think about it. So thank you for whoever sent this. I do appreciate it. Wish you would have given me a letter, but thank you. So, once again, someone sent me another package with no letter, but I received 3 volumes of Blood Lad. This is Blood Lad Volume 2, and funny enough, I actually have Volume 1 behind me, and this is, Volume 5 here and Volume 4, so I'm assuming this might be the entirety of the series. Actually, wait, is there no 3 here? There is no Blood Lad Volume 3. I'm missing 3. That bugs me. That bugs me deeply. I might need to go order the 3 eventually. That really does bug me. Anyways, though, no one sent a letter. I really wish you guys would give me a letter with these so I know who sent them, so I could thank you properly. But you know who you are out there. Thank you for the Blood Lad volumes. I do like Blood Lad, actually. I really wish it would have gotten, a new anime, because I love the anime. It was only 10 episodes, wasn't it? Yeah, it was only a 10-episode anime. I really wish it would have been longer, and it would have had a season 2. But thank you so much. You'd wear anything sent to you? From Drew. So, I was sent a mustache. Okay, let me see if I can put this on. Let me see. Does it look good? Does it look beautiful? How's my mustache? Yes. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, so once again, no letter, but UQ Holder Volume 10. I'm going to assume this is by the same people that have been sending me UQ Holder, all the other previous volumes I got. I'm assuming it's from them. So thank you very much. You know who you are. Thank you. I still need to finish Negima. I've been slacking on a lot of shit, actually. But thank you so much. Ooh. Ooh. This is interesting. Someone sent me Volume 11. Volume 11 of Tokyo Ghoul. I love this cover. Yes, I know people don't like Mutsuki much, but Mutsuki's a good character, though. Regardless of how shitty she is as a person, she's a good character. Really love this cover. Really good cover. Really, really, really good cover for Tokyo Ghoul. Love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. I love collecting Tokyo Ghoul. You know how I feel about that, so thank you. Dear Chibi, this is Rachel from West Virginia here. How are you? How are you doing? I'm doing good, but how about yourself? I'm doing fine, since I know you will ask that question. Oh, man. Trying to smile makes the mustache move. I watch many of your videos even if I don't watch the anime you're talking about. Your insights and analysis are very interesting and on point. They really do make my day. You really do touch so many people's lives, and I hope you understand that truly. Anyways, on to the main point. I especially watch your Chibi questions and notice something. You share so much about your personal life, and you help so many of us know that we aren't alone. I know you have helped some people through the darkest of times. However, the thing I've always thought is that I hope you don't feel pressure to share so much information when you're not ready. I share my personal information because I need to be straight with you. I need to be, just completely honest. And I want you all to know I'm not just a person that, is just a YouTuber. I'm a person behind the camera. I'm actually someone that, I have worries and stuff just like you guys. I mean, I worry constantly about things. And as I revealed this past weekend, I talked about something that it's been bugging me for a while, and I just needed to say it. I needed to be upfront with you guys about it, and it was like my last-ditch effort to make any type of move or try to keep doing YouTube. So, I'm not being pressured or forced to say things that, are very personal. I mean, there's a lot of personal things that I haven't said. I'll be completely honest. There's a lot of things about my past I haven't talked about. And one of these days, if I work up the courage for it, I will mention it in a video. And so, I've never been forced or pressured to make a video about talking about my personal stuff. Because if I want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. If I don't want to talk about it, I won't talk about it. And that's just how it is. And so, don't worry. When I share things, I want to share it with you guys. I feel like you guys should know. That's just how I feel about it. So, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad because of that. We love hearing about it and appreciate it, but I know how hard and painful it can be to share such personal things. I have had a tough life, but thankfully better than many others, and the problems I have faced physically and mentally have been a rough ride. I'm sorry to hear that. There are many things that have helped me get through each day. I want to wake up every morning. This includes reading, coffee, running, animals, and your videos. Thank you. God, that sounds really cheesy, but you know what? I mean it. You are very brave for being able to talk about some of the hardest moments of your life. However, please don't feel pressure to talk about things you aren't ready to talk about. I know that many of us are curious, including myself. But it's your feelings that matter. If you face any difficulty with problems that are hard on you, rest assured that your loyal Chibits are here for you no matter what. On to some more lighthearted comments. I really wish I could draw something and send it to you, like many others, but unfortunately, it would probably just look like scribbles and crooked lines. Mine would look like even worse. It would look like a stick figure. One question, does it make me a weeaboo that I buy sake and try to imitate scenes from Food Wars when I'm cooking? Nah. Dear Lord, I hope not. One more. Do you read any regular books? Yeah, Stephen King's. The Aragon series, Harry Potter. Gonna start Game of Thrones soon. So yeah, I read regular books. And so, what's your favorite book genre? Oh, fantasy. Fantasy's my favorite. Fantasy and romance. I would have written this letter sooner, but college is a bitch. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and by the way, that video about sexual preferences, that made me laugh for a full 5 minutes, but gave me major respect for you. Gives thumbs up. Love, Rachel. P.S. You are adorable and very cute. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. So, thank you for the letter. I appreciate this, Rachel. I'm very happy you sent me this letter. I look forward to seeing more letters from you in the future. Hey, Chibi, I'm happy to finally write a letter to you. I hope you don't mind my language because my English is quite bad. Don't worry. I never found the time to write you a letter, but it's finally changed. I probably couldn't send you a letter for a while. I probably can't send you another letter for a while. I am sorry. That's why I'll send you a long letter to tell you everything I wanted to tell you. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How about yourself? I'm actually doing especially well thanks to all of you guys. You guys really kind this past weekend. I am doing fine, I guess. There are so many things to solve for me. I started to draw, but I'm quite bad at it. If my skills are decent enough, can I send you pictures? Go for it. Yeah, go for it. Is there a safe way you notice it? My posts usually get lost in the amount of messages you get. Just send a message. Send a comment in the YouTube section if I missed it, and then send another Twitter message. If I miss it, I'm bound to see it. I'm bound to see it eventually. I am. It feels good to finally send you a letter, because I watch your videos for years now. Obviously, the desire to talk to you grew, but sadly, you aren't able to notice every fan of yours. I hope that doesn't come off as a blame. It doesn't, don't worry. In fact, I am really grateful to have your videos. Because of your reviews, I introduced to so many of my favorite anime and manga, like Boku no Hero Academia, Hunter x Hunter, one of the best stories I ever experienced, ReZero. While I do love Boku no Hero Academia, I can't put it above Hunter x Hunter. I do have some problems with Hunter x Hunter. It's mainly the narrator in the second half of the Chimera Ant arc, and the slow pace in the first half of that arc. There are too many characters introduced. I kind of wish we would have had seen more of what Killua and Gon was. I the one who thought they were hyped up for more than the first episodes. Learned in the Green Island are, and the death would have been had more weight. I got used to it though. That's like the few negative things in my personal opinion, but there are a vast amount of positive things about it. One that stands out to me is Meryl's character development. I didn't like him at the start because he looked like a typical Dragon Ball villain, but his character development was breathtakingly beautiful. He easily became one of my favorite Hunter x Hunter characters. This character alone would be the reason why I can't place Boku no Hero Academia above it. Same reason. Speaking of it, who is your favorite character, and mind giving your view on the negative things I mentioned? Okay, so my favorite character is Meryl, and your negative things is about Gon, about some characters, how they're hyped up for the first few episodes. So we always see more about Killua and Gon, and you're talking about, like, Leorio and, Kurapika. Well, the thing is that we now are getting their story. We're now getting Kurapika's story and Leorio's story, because Gon and Killua's story is done. It's over for now. It's done for a very long time, especially with the end of the Chimera Ant arc and all that. So, because of that, you could say that your negative viewpoint on that is actually already being addressed in the manga, because now this next part is focusing on Kurapika and Leorio, and Gon and Killua are not going to probably be seen for a very long time. A very long time. So it just takes time for Togashi to finally get around to actually doing certain things with his characters, is because he wants to focus on them, finish them, and then move on to the next scene. Now, in terms of, I guess, my favorite, Meryl, obviously, it's very same way as yours. He seemed like a typical villain at first, but then the way he developed, it was like Beauty and the Beast. It was just a beautiful, beautiful character. I love analyzing stories, so I'm happy that I found ReZero. It's even in my top 5 anime and manga. One of the reasons why it's so high is because of how human the characters felt. I hope you catch up with the web novel. How far are you into it in the light novel? What do you think of Arc 4 so far? I'm not far into Arc 4. I'm like 15 chapters in or so, I would say, about around there. I'm not really far, but I do need to start reviewing it now that I can focus completely on YouTube again and not have to worry about anything. I probably will be starting up ReZero very soon. Would you guys like that? Let me know. Okay, so this arc is easily better than even Arc 3. You should really read it, and Suka Suka. Oh yes, Suka Suka, that anime. Suka Suka is a hidden gem, and I would recommend you the light novel. Yep. I know about Suka Suka. Remember, I reviewed the anime. Because it's a lot better. The anime is great too. The problem is it doesn't feature some vital information from the light novel. My top 3 would be Tokyo Ghoul, Bleach, and Assassination Classroom. Did you like the ending of Bleach's manga? by any chance? I know you like my top 1 manga a lot. It's just a league above everything I experienced so far. I'm really glad you do analysis videos again for it. Just wish you could dive deeper into it, but you have too much to cover probably. The amount of reviews you do are really a lot, and there are other series like Hunter x Hunter taking a lot of time. I just am a little bit spoiled probably, but I love those separate discussion videos like the one for Uta. Another thing you could do again, if you had the time to, is give multiple theories for one thing like you did with the One-Eyed King theory video. I have thought about it. I have. Suyashida ways of writing opens up so many outcomes, he just has to choose which way to go. For example, he did build up Eto, Arima, Furita, Kaneki, and an old guy as the One-Eyed King, and every one of them is the king or the kind of king. Same as to go with the dragon currently. It might be Hide, Shirazu, or a new Ogai. I am going with an Ogai with Tatra as a base. His Kagane does mirror a dragon, after all. That is very true now that you mention it. Speaking of King, I am really behind my Tokyo Ghoul analysis. I'm currently at Chapter 61, including my Part 1 analysis. It's 14k pages long. I still try to do some quick Fury thoughts while reading it. I think there are 4 kings instead of 2. There are 4 kings in the Trump deck. Kaneki is the King of Hearts. The card fits with Kaneki. Arima, a Joker. Uri. All of them have, for example, a creative side, and all are mentor figures. I'm not sure why Uri fits the card so well, but Kaneki is a father figure to Uri, and Uri feels abandoned by him. Maybe Kaneki will die in a similar way as Arima. He sacrifices himself to become a symbol of hope for Uri, who will unite CCG with Goat or something, along with the lines. I don't know if that happens, but I am sure Uri is a potential successor. Especially after he said they have to become stronger than Arima to kill Sasuke in case of him going wild. The only problem is that Uri isn't part of the heart of cards. Furita might be a wrong king. One reason is the red hand of Ulster. Legend is he is a part of the heart cards like Kaneki, and he has a black diamond on his deck, which doesn't exist. Almond is a king of diamonds. He even got written above him in the last arc, and Donato fits the card too. Hide would be the king of spades. In the last one, I don't know. Only Yoshimura fits the description. Something weird about Hide is that we saw for every ace character their flaws, which is foreshadowed by their trump card. But we never saw Hide's. We still can't rely on Kaneki's memories, really, which makes room for Hide being alive. Your theory of Uta reminded me that Mabuchi might be Uta. Suyashida even drew him a while ago, and it would make sense why he doesn't like his face. The only other character that comes in mind is Nobu Shimoguchi, but he is dead, I guess. I wish I had time to dive deeper into those. Did you ever see something like Tokyo Ghoul? I've never seen a series quite like Tokyo Ghoul in terms of how developed it is. It's fucking ridiculous. I never had seen something that detailed. No series has that much foreshadowing, which are even written in smart ways. I can analyze one chapter for days. It's actually amazing how much he can do and how he can bring every week another quality chapter. Even Hunter x Hunter needs his hiatus to maintain that high quality. I know, Togashi, he needs that, actually, but it's quality when it does come out. What do you think about the anime? Is it just me, or does the first season get worse with how much the series progresses? Oh, yeah! Tokyo Ghoul's, anime is trash. Don't watch that. That's, Only the music is good. Only the music. Wait, what'd you say? In your early reviews, you called Tsukiyama Hisoka 2.0. What do you think about it now? He was like Hisoka at first. He was. But then he developed. When he had when the Tsukiyama arc to kind of destroy his family in Tokyo Ghoul Re, he's no longer like Hisoka. He has developed into a very fine character and is now looking at Kaneki instead of someone he wants to kill or have as a mill. He looks at him as a good friend, a very close friend. So, he's developed. I don't think he's Hisoka 2.0 anymore. I don't. What do you think about it now? I love Hisoka, but he is meant to be more simplistic. He isn't the deepest character, but incredibly well written. That's why I like him, even though he is just like Goku in a sense that he just wants to battle. Speaking of Goku, do you have a guilty pleasure? Mine would be Dragon Ball Super. You're talking about like guilty pleasure because you know it's shit? Oh, I know Dragon Ball Super isn't the best well-written series. I guess you can kind of consider that as a guilty pleasure. But if we're actually talking about guilty pleasure in terms of fan service stuff, be Kiss This. Easily Kiss This. Okay, I don't know why I watch it, but I do. I know it has a lot of flaws, but I still keep going on. Do you still watch Sakura Quest, and what's your thoughts on it? I still watched it. It was a good anime. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. It was very enjoyable. It wasn't something that I really could talk about, to be honest. I loved it. You have to continue with Platinum In. It's really getting better and better. So how is Platinum In? It's been a while since I've actually read that. How's the story? How's the development of the characters and stuff? Please let me know. You probably wonder why Assassination Classroom and Bleach are high up on my list. Both have incredible amounts of detail, and analyzing is so much fun. Bleach is pretty subtle in a lot of ways. For example, Ichigo started to say, "I'll kill you," instead of "I'll defeat you" after his first kill. Ulquiorra's character development is subtle in a way, too. His death theme is, nihilism, or how do you pronounce that? Please forgive me, and void. Yet, in his fight against Ichigo, he said humans can't beat hollows. The reason for this is that he develops a soul, so he is anxious of his existence and compensates it with a pride of out of nowhere. Let's see. Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins of what makes humans human, according to the Bible. So why does the one with the theme void start to take pride in something? Kubo wrote the 7 deadly sins in his character development in a pretty subtle way through his dialogue. He even wrote a poem for Ulquiorra where he stated that he takes pride, etc. because of Orihime. That's why the first volume of their fight is called the Lust. The second one is called the Heart, and that's an odd name, isn't it? In Rukia's flashback, Karen said that every time we interact with each other, a heart is born while making a grabbing motion with his hand close to his and Rukia's heart. That's why Ulquiorra said his heart is in the palm of his hand. A lot in Bleach is symbolic, and I love that. Ulquiorra has now a heart, and that is against his previous existence. That's why he turns into dust. It's symbolic, because his body can't handle his new self. Other symbolisms are from Juha Bach. He is symbolized as the moon, while Yamamoto is the sun, and every moon has a shadow side. The Vanderich, or how you pronounce them. Maybe it has something to do with Juha's son in the darkness, Ichigo. Ichigo's sword is called the Moon Cutter. The name implies something else too. You actually reflect your soul. So Renji and Ichigo's Bankai are made to counter Bakuya's Bankai. Ichigo can outspeed it, and Renji can scatter his Bankai. Bakuya even symbolized himself as the moon. Orihime's ability is rejection, which correlates with her past. What do you think about Juha Bach as a villain? He was a cool villain, just the ending didn't give him any closure at all. I think he is pretty interesting. I think the reason why he wants a world without death is that it was the previous state of the world before the Soul King was sealed, obviously, and because he gets the memories and emotions of all the Quincy's that died. It does make sense, because he gets part of their soul, too. Even, Hashawalt, who gets part of Juha Bach's soul at night, goes through a radical change in personality. So I think that one of his motives, and it messes with his mind. That's why he was more reserved pre-war than in the fight against Ichigo, and the 1,000 years of sealing should have messed with his mind too. In Hashwald's flashback, he was way more calm, so I think those things messed with his mind, giving him kind of a Subaru-like trauma and fear of death. Another motive will be explained in the light novel, and he got emotional rage when he found out his father planned a counter against him. What I like about Juha as an antagonist is that he does the things he says. I love those kind of scary villains. I really think he is underrated as a villain. Do you think Aizen is overrated? In some ways, yes, I do, but he's a really good villain. People act like he's more powerful than Ichigo or Juha Bach, which doesn't make sense. He is kind of, in a way. He is, but that's a big debate. Let's see, Ichigo is at Yamamoto's level because his Reiatsu was like matter in the fight. His Reiatsu is like matter in the fight against Juha, and Ichigo is stronger than Dangai Ichigo. When Ichigo's mask broke by Ulquiorra, it's drawn in a similar way like when Aizen's shell broke. Only difference is that Aizen looks down and Ichigo up, because he reaches higher heights. Aizen's hand felt, etc., similar to Hollow Form Z from Ichigo. Aizen said he can't get stronger anymore, and said that the Hogyoku can't grant power beyond oneself. That's why he started to evolve after Ichigo cut him with Getsuga Tensho, and Hogyoku could only copy that Reiatsu and let Aizen evolve. So he has max strength, is a Hollow Form 2, and Ichigo could only sense him because he was already at the level, and Aizen could evolve once again in a new state because the Hogyoku could copy the Mutsuge Reiatsu, which is why he doesn't look qualified anymore, and is with Kyoka Suigetsu infused. So his max strength would be Mugetsu Ichigo, but he needs to train towards that level. I think Kubo chose that chain look for Aizen because of Dangai Ichigo's chained arms. I love Kubo's drawings. I love how much the eyes convey in Bleach. Kubo had a really hard time with Weekly Shonen Jump. He couldn't even finish his storyboard. They forced him to serialize before it was finished, rushed. The Soul Society arc was forced to be created earlier. Kubo wanted to tell stories for Tatsuki and Keigo before that arc. He even stated he didn't like to work there, and has for almost every character one or more story to tell, like how Grimjaw met Aizen. I think it's quite the feat to still write such a long series with editors you have to argue on a daily basis. He was even sick for most part in the last 3 years, worsened his health a lot. Obviously, he was rushed in the end, and the chapter's pace changed from chapter to chapter so fast. I think he didn't himself knew how many chapters are left. The Still Silver was kind of a smart way to beat Johal Bach, because it explains the relationship between Uru and his father, and we know the abilities of a Quincy are connected with his heart. That's why Uru could regain his power when he got shot by Rukin to get his power back. I think it was a good idea to consider how little time Kubo had. At least we got 2 light novels. I hope that the new light novel confirms so many of my theories. It kind of makes me sad that Naruto gets so many chances to make a decent ending, but Bleach gets none. I really think Bleach is underrated, and I hope you can see it in a better light. I really love diving deep into Bleach, so I'm sorry for this being so long. Sometimes I feel like Bleach is treated as fairy tale. Well, Bleach was a good series. It just, the way the ending was paced, it went to shit, honestly. But it was a good series. I enjoyed Bleach. It just, he was rushed at the end, and I felt bad for Kubo. I love how the new light novel brings closure to the series. It's about the dark sin of the Soul Society. We even get Aizen's flashback in the light novel. The new antagonist is one of the most interesting ones because of his ties to the story. He is the head of the most powerful of the 5 noble houses. The paragraph contains light novel spoilers in case you don't want to spoil yourself. So I'm not going to read this part. I don't want to spoil myself. Okay, so here's where you stop. Okay. So, I really liked Fairy Tail, and Hiro Mashima does have some decent writing skills. He just lacks in some departments. He just doesn't hype things up. He shouldn't just hype things up, set power levels, less fan service, and the dead should stay dead. I really think Zero should have been the final villain, and the way he was beaten is so unsatisfying. I don't know how this man could write Tartarus arc. The build-up was amazing. There was tension. Ignil's death was great, and being foreshadowed since the beginning, and now we have Zeref getting one-shot by some guy he one-shot in his dragon form before, and Ocnologia is pretty flat as a character. I don't know why he decided to make Ocnologia stronger than Zeref, who is immortal in the best part of the series. Moving on to Assassination Classroom, it's the same as Bleach and Tokyo Ghoul, just with some insane parallels like Karma, Nagisa, Karma, Shinigami 2.0, Kayano, Nagisa, Itona, Karma. That's what makes the second Shinigami death so sad to me. He could have been like Karma or Nagisa. The foreshadowing character development is great too. I love all the life lessons in it, and the social criticism, which are at times subtle. And Itona's past is hidden that these big stories are destroying those local smaller stores because they can't keep up with the prices. Assassination Classroom just have those lovely hidden details, and his other works, Majin Tantai, Nogami Nero, I think that's how you pronounce it, is great in that department too. I notice a lot of people giving credit to Boku no Hero Academia for not being a standard shonen and giving spotlight to some side characters. The same is true for Bleach and Assassination Classroom. The most unexpected spotlight for a minor character is Welfin from Hunter x Hunter. I thought he would be just a filler villain, but his character was beautifully handled. I agree. Do you have any recommendations for analysis? Something with a lot of details like symbolism and etc.? Yu Yu Hakusho. Do Yu Yu Hakusho. And for characters that feel like real human beings. I know you like those 3 series, but I don't like Fullmetal Alchemist, Berserk, and Death Note. Really? You don't like Berserk? There's so much to analyze there. Try Vagabond, then. Vagabond, Pandora Hearts, Yu Yu Hakusho, just to name a few right there. Berserk has some good points, for example, the beautiful art, the inspiration of Western art, the visual parallels, and some good character development and social criticism to it. But there is too much or even unnecessary nudity at times, and I really hate the re-representation of torture and rape. I think too much pages were wasted to portray Casca's rape scene. I don't think we need to see that, and it felt cheap, undeserved, and untasteful, and more for entertainment in a way than it should be. I wanted to stop the series when that monster's tongue turned out to be a penis and tried to rape Casca. I don't know if I'm too harsh here, and I hope you can forgive me for that. Fullmetal Alchemist had too many logic problems for me. It was kind of like the outcome matters and the fight itself didn't matter, like Greed doesn't go full armor against Raph in his fight, but does that against a tank directly afterwards. Why? If Raph can't cut Greed, Greed can win. Roy turns his back in front of Raph so that he can be overpowered by him to to get a force human transmutation. And for some reason, he couldn't do a big flame or hit Raph, even though he stated against Envy how precise he is and how he didn't even bring a weapon to enhance his power like with Lust. Everybody gets sloughed down, who is so one-dimensional and waits for him to regenerate to attack. Him again and there is so much more and more grave problems, which is a shame, because I actually like the story itself. For Death Note, I actually do like it a lot, but everything after L is lacking, especially the end. Light should have easily come up with some backup plans. He did those with L, and Nier didn't do really anything. Everything he needed to know was through one of the police and Melos saved him from Light's trap. I really hope you don't hate me for that, and hope you might give your views on those. I agree. I agree on the second half. I feel like the way the ending, though, the way he died, I did like that, though. Currently, I don't know what to do in life. I wish sometimes that someone would tell me what to do. I really like to draw currently. I hope I can draw a manga one day. I don't think I will draw a story because I am too stupid to write a story, but it would be great if I can improve my drawing skills to at least create an art book, like manga. That's the end of my letter. I am happy that you read so far, and I hope you have a great day, and thank you for changing my life. Thank you very much for this letter. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I look forward to your next letter. You have a great day. Oh my goodness. What is this? So we have a lot of illustrations here. DXD. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, this looks... Ooh, I cannot show that. That's nude. Okay, I cannot show that picture. Has her breast sticking out. Is that like a music box? Like a treasure chest music box thing? Don't even understand this picture. I like that art style. From? I don't even know what this is from. What is this from? This looks really cool. Can anyone tell me what this is from? So, let me read this letter here and see what's being said. Hello, Cheapster. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How about yourself? Once again, it's my Joker, your boy Jack. My intros are now getting crazy, lol. I've come to tell you about this amazing puzzle adventure series called Professor Layton. So I'm assuming that's what that was about. This is a long letter, so a rundown of what the games are about. They are games developed for the DS and 3DS of Nintendo by Level 5, a Japanese game company. This series consists of 7 games plus a film, with a crossover game with Ace Attorney and a spin-off game from mobile titled Layton Brothers. The first 3 games follow Professor Herschel Layton and Luke Triton adventures together. The 3 games and the films are prequels and focus on how Luke and Layton met in their original adventures. Each title is based on a series of puzzles and mysteries given by the citizens of towns that the main characters visit. It is not necessary to solve all the puzzles to progress, but some are mandatory, and at certain points in the game, a minimum number of puzzles must be solved before they can continue. The main character in the Professor Layton games is Professor Herschel Layton, a renowned archaeologist and a well-mannered gentleman. He is called to solve various mysteries in different places. Professor Layton is always accompanied by his apprentice, Luke Triton, a cheerful and curious boy who brings a touch of humor to the story of Layton. According to Hino, Layton is partially inspired by the character Phoenix Wright of the Ace Attorney series. Wanting to improve over what he saw as bad points in the Phoenix character, he was able to develop Professor Layton. The game is essentially a collection of puzzles with exploration sections between them. The player, as Professor Layton, Luke, and other characters, explore their environments in a point-and-click adventure fashion using the DS's touchscreen. This can be used to talk with non-player characters, learn about the environment, moving between different areas, or to find hint coins that are used during puzzles. Often when interacting with a person or object, the player will be presented with a puzzle value at a number of a type of currency within the game. Solving the puzzle correctly will earn the player that many Picriats. Hopefully I said that right. But a wrong answer will reduce the value a small amount on subsequent attempts to a minimum Picriat number. In order to progress the plot, the player is required to solve specific puzzles, or to solve a minimum number of puzzles or gain a minimum amount of Picriats. Yeah, puzzles take the form of brain teasers and are only loosely tied to the plot. All puzzles were created for this series by Akira Tago, who is famous for his best-selling mental gymnastics series. They take the forms of math problems, logic puzzles, mazes, sliding block puzzles, and brain teasers. The game gives the player the opportunity to bring up translucent memo screen, and they can write on using the stylus to work out their answers before submission. If the player is struck, they may send one hint coin to receive a hint. Each puzzle has 3 hints available, and within the unwounded future, the game introduces super hints that nearly solve the puzzle for the player, but which can only be bought with 2 hint coins, and after the 3 other hints have been revealed. The puzzles are not timed, though. For puzzles such as mazes or sliding blocks, the player may be challenged to complete the puzzle in a limited number of moves. Each game features an adventure set of unique meta puzzles that can be accessed at any time through Layton's truck. These puzzles generally require the player to complete specific puzzles in the game to receive items to use within the meta puzzle. The game takes place in around London for all the Game Plus films except the 6th game, which is a total of, including London, 9 world locations. The only games in media with overarching structure are The Last Spectre, The Eternal Diva, The Miracle Mask, and The Azeron Legacy. Other games in media in the Professor Layton series do not have any overarching structure or direct connection to each other, but do follow a chronological order through the appearance of recurring characters met in earlier works. Their chronological order is the order to play/watch. Spectre's Call, Eternal Diva, Miracle Mask, Azeron Legacy, Curious Village, Pandora's Box, Lost Future, and The Millionaire Conspiracy. The game's cutscenes plus film, with the exception of the 7th, were animated by PA Works, whereas the 7th game cutscenes were animated by A1 Pictures. What makes Professor Layton a highly established series is an intricate storytelling filled with adventure and a mystery at every turn, and puzzle to uncover these mysteries to fit the final piece of a grand mystery/puzzle by connecting all the dots. Each game has its own individual story, but together they create a storybook of a professor and his young self-proclaimed apprentice, who travel through England and around the world. Exploration is a huge mechanic of the game, where piece by piece, puzzle by puzzle, plot twist hits you, emotional moments hit you, and dramatic moments hit you right in the feels. This series is some of the best emotional moments and plot twists in anime, and you'll be crying or becoming very teary-eyed. The execution of a heartwarming scene fits right at the right moment when things are getting tense and the stakes are high, and just leaves you with like, wow, I don't know what to say right now. If you're someone who is very emotional, then you will cry or get quite depressed and appreciate and dive into the characters, more feeling sympathy for them. The engaging scenes which have your attention from start to finish without wavering in the slightest, and the actions and reasonings of characters' motives intertwined into a neatly woven thread of complexity and that progresses the plot smoothly. Action scenes, you ask? Why, yes, there are. Even if it's just a few, they are short. They do disappoint, but they do not disappoint. The flow of the characters' movements make unbelievable dispute. Now, if I could create my own story for Professor Layton, this is the idea I have in mind. Professor Layton and his young self-proclaimed apprentice Luke are at the height of the town of Lapis Lazul's 99th anniversary since its first opening. When the town mysteriously vanishes when Layton and Luke come back from a quick visit back to London, the pair dig deep into the roots of the town's disappearance, only to find that his puzzle will be the biggest one they have yet to solve. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. The title would be Professor Layton and the Maiden's Tears. I do hope I get into the games and films one day, or that you'll buy them eventually. The film included. This is my favorite anime series ever, and my favorite game of all time. It's the second game in the series, Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. The game also has my favorite song in the whole world, and I want you to experience it for the first time like I did when playing the game. I want you to experience everything about the series firsthand while watching/playing. My favorite song I mentioned is called Full Sense. By the way, and you'll hear it when you get to the town of Full Sense. With that, I bid you a good day or good night. You really have a lot of passion for this game. Holy shit. I've never played it. I've heard about it. I'll check it out one day. I will. I'll check it out. You seem to be very passionate. With that, though, I need to take this off, though. Oh, my God. Like, my face gets sweaty. But, thank you for the letter. I appreciate this. Thank you. I know who this is by. This is by Hoculus because of the cat. Oh, there's a letter here. Dear Chibi, as promised, the second Bakemonogatari novel. This deals with the perverted and shy girl. I also am sending a Pokemon deck, legal expanded, but not in standard format. The Dojins and Yona of the Dawn, Fem Lelouch, and Fem Jaden. Also, protectors for them. Love, Hoculus. Thank you so much, Hoculus. I appreciate that. So you sent me some quality Dojins. You sent me an official Pokemon deck. So, here's the Pokemon deck you sent me. So it's official, you say. Holy shit. I don't want to get it out of the case. Ooh, is that a coin? That's a Lugia coin. Oh, shit. I don't want to get out and get the cards all messy, but ooh, there's a Blissey, Lugia EX. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Oculus. Thank you. We have... I have no idea what this is. I'm probably going brain dead. I don't even know what this is. Oh, yeah, it's used for the game. Oh, my God. Yeah, see, I went brain dead. Okay, so we have Dojins here. So, I might not... Oh, we got some Pokemon cards right here. So, we have Tallow, Nosepass, Landit, Murkrow, Vanillite, Stuffle, Sizzle or whatever, Whimsicott, Graveler. Oh, man. They have a loading Pokemon already. These Pokemon cards have definitely changed in the way they look nowadays. They don't look the same as how they used to. Okay, so we have Dojins here. So... Oh my god, is this Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Wait, is this a Gender Bender Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Wait, let me make sure there's no nudity on this. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of hold my hand there for nothing shown. But this is a Gender Bent Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Dojin. What the fuck? The fuck? It's not a trap, it's gender bent. You can even see that from male into female. Interesting. Oh, is this... Oh, wow, this is fucking Akatsuki no Yona. I can't show you the inside, because as soon as I opened, I saw, like, just tits and stuff. But, Akatsuki no Yona Dojin. That's quality. I like Akatsuki no Yona. Quality. Rainbow Gossip. Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion. Wait, is this, You did say that. So this is freaking, This is a gender bent Code Geass. What the... Okay, that's quality. Gender bent Code Geass. Interesting. Oh, these are protectors. Oh, you sent me... Thank you. I really appreciate it, Oculus. Thank you so much. Thank you for sending me protectors. I appreciate that. And we have... Oh, yeah. Bakemonogatari Monster Tale Part 2. That's good. I was actually reading Part 1. I'm not even joking. I was actually halfway through Part 1. I was reading it the other day when my power went out. And I was like, guess I'll just read it. So... Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so with that, I'm going to end the fan mail segment, and I'm going to dive into, you know, talking about all the Patreons and just doing a brief shout-out. So thank you so much, Oculus. I do appreciate the Dojins. I appreciate the Pokemon cards. I thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so with this segment, I'm going to be doing a shout-out to all the individuals that have supported my Patreon. This even includes the ones I already mentioned in the video I did, the Aftermath. And since then, we have gained way more. Like, it's probably going to be a pretty long video just, you know, shouting, you know, all of you out for supporting me. At this time, we have raised for the Patreon account $2,500. And I don't even know how I can thank the individuals that have all supported this. For I can do YouTube, for I can actually sit down and talk about things, focus on it, not have to worry about focusing on other things, or focusing on for money if I need to get something to eat, or, you know, pay bills or whatever. I can keep the lights on. It's thanks to all of you that have donated for the reason why I can even do this now. So, I just want to thank all of you, and so to express my, you know, just love and thanks, I want to just mention all of you. Now, at this time, as I've been saying, I'm still working on the tier list for Patreon. I have a couple of things in mind, like private live streams to, you know, you guys can recommend me, like, you know, stuff to review, and I'll review it and all that, or I will add your questions, like, into the Chibi questions. Like, you will be definitely added into the Chibi questions with, your, like, your own segment. I've figured out different things. I'm trying to figure out different things to add. I'm still going through as many as I can, but there's just a lot of you, so I gotta figure out, like, what can I do and stick to. I don't want to do something that would just be so hard that it's not possible for me to do. You get my point. So I'm still trying to figure out what to do for the tier list, but I do appreciate all of you, and I want to make sure it's something good, because I don't want to disappoint any of you. So, with that being said, let us start off and just mention names from the highest and then go down to the lowest, because it starts off at the top of the page with the highest. So, for the $100 plus, we have Brian Lee. Thank you very much, Brian. And we have Tiger K, Shout out to both of you. You two... I know you probably won't be able to do that constantly, but still, just for the 1 month, that's sweet of you guys to do. So thank you. I do appreciate that. So into the $50 plus, we have, oh yeah, before I go any further, if I mispronounce anything, I'll probably butcher a lot of names in this. If I butcher your name, let me know. Let me know. Go for it. If you want to put me down, do it. I understand. I'm sorry if I butcher anyone's name. So anyways, for the $50 plus, we have, Khalid, Al-Turki. We have Guru Gamesh, Panda, Anthony Payne, and Philip Westphalt. That's for the $50 plus. For the $35 plus, we have Heize Krisnik, Waterflame. Now for the $25 plus, we have Jason Lee Monbeck, Ebim M, Billy Seams, Adriana Munzo, Jeremy, Zachary Fletcher, Aleo Bloom, Michael Newby, Face the Floor Musashi, Christopher Rodriguez. Now for the 20 plus, we have Blaze Up, Jer Norman, Ricardo Wright, Akina Omekam, James W. Boss, Dennis Sutton, Steve, Sly Fox, Sun Wukong, Lynn Jardar Paulson, Anomaly, and Ray Medina. Now for the 15 plus, we have Daishi, Alberto, Liam Kelly, Alice, Sage Windwalker, Stefan Madsen, Danielle S., Frida Howland, Akash Reddy Kakularam, Sarah, Chase Parker, Zinzo, Freddie Hernandez, Trap, Isa, Osama, Sawit, Trissa Sato Yawang, Lucas, Clouds Universe, and Mitchell Vaughn Region. Now for the 10 plus, we have Jason Ramil, Melvin Floris, Melissa Hecht, Umar Koser, Drew, Wazy, Michael Lawson, Kevin Alborg, Caleb, Jagger Winberry, Mofson, Sinfer, Sultan Jemju, Samuel Martin, Andrew Stewart, Seeming Shelram, Daniel Carlos, Jorgen Sofrobog, Partik Parakash, a random Pokemon fan, Joshua Ying, Tyree Jarrett, Harrison Boy, Jareth Zia, David C., Lightning Shin, Kane Howlett, Ellis Jazz Orlando, Vaney Trejo, Jake Anthony Brown, Kovacs Christoph, Yannick L., Matthew Jones, Geezer, Slut Muffin, Tyler Johnson, and Together. Now for $5 plus, we have Cody Sersky, Victor Viller, Joel, Chinchan, Min Kwan Cho, Tyler is Drawing, Stephen Harris, Brevin Smith, Obi, Rosen Boson, William Nugan, Steve Dionari, Nico Schlick, Ryan Chris, Masardu Dono, Zaira Galna, Just Blaze, Icebox 42 Terra, Coco Bar, Christina Omar Chapa, Joya, Justin Luke, Marceau J. Faella, Thomas Dobach, Noah, Christian Lay Espinos, Stephen Smith, Ahmed Yosef, Rodala Guzman, James Price, Bradley Tolada, Marisa Deagle, Liara Liu, Jess Kirat, Ron Hala, Nekume, Quentin Corday, Oh My God Everyone 9, I.A. Cornwell, Keeley, Ryan and McCoy, Hayden, William Bostick, Dominic Huber, Matthew Bucci-Chio, Tyler Williams, Viet Dom, Cave Johnson, Mr. Concept, Diamana Makau, Eric Sigler, Joseph Joestar, that's good, Gerardo Lopez, Jianhang Huang, Walter Cabrera, Jerry Gomez, Nakama Forever, Otaku Pauls, Edgar, Molly, Apollo 81, Amal Benoit, Iser Casado Perez, Fernando Ordopez, John Skis, Yuling Lee, James Hatano, Jasmine James, Jeffrey Ota, Jackme Jaran, Hitsusen, Kelsey Matthew Zamudo, Ali 98, Pranav Raffi, The Fire Fridge, David Blay, Frame 233, Andrew Willard, Kurosuki Z, and Ashaf Hussein, Zach Robertson, Philip DeMille, Rakashin, Simon Kelseman, Camilla Rivas, Kid Def, Jordan Adadeji, Tier Blanks, Robert Sosinski, J.K. Onifanos, Jamie Rushbrook, Ruben Joe, Brandon Watkins, Jeremiah Dones, Tristan Katua, Ascent Comics, Jonah Sevenson, Hashi Cat, Nikki Foki, GC Sama, Cosmin Mihochi, Atlas, Matthias Fredrickson, Fez, Ming Delta, Charles Hunter, Killology 101, Cal 3, Jeffrey Sisko, Brandon Russell, James Samuel Harustak, Patrick Hummel, Mark Henfey, Floppy 16, Johan All Moman, Steph M, Martin Montez, Sharpening Rod, Oscar Garcia, Kurosaki, Ava is Awesome 3, Lee, John Madigan, Indy Bruning, Dixon Francis Jr., Brian Morris, Jurgis Poopers, Andrea Copperl OVA, Professor Anime, Dasmond Renee Garrison, Patrick Tyler Robin Humphrey, Desren Dean, Matthew Corchi, David Storey, Danucci, Stephen Wayne, Anime God, Leo Precious, Jeremy Paratella, Cullington Lynch, Simon Finer, episode 258, Sarah Zill, Emmanuel Isabeau, Kendrick D. Granville, Orvin Paris, Ellis Johnson, Cool-Headed Johnny, Danielle, Jen Jacobson, Nick Saito, Lady I Don't Know, Sancho Panza, Jane Paulson, and Kiwi Can Fly. Now here's the $1 plus ones. JT Lackey, Armando Gill, Lupus Rose, Yvonne Ramos, Hamza Aman, Emma Mohammed Rias, Yo-Yo Forgu, Shino BX2, Griffin Cool, Ardia Fafi, John, Mr. Mister, Charlie Edwards, Zachary Frozenoof, if I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. Antonio Almendrez, Steven Moreno, Luis Soriano, Danielle Afiki, Warped Sanity, Janik Hausner, Michael Littlefield, Danielle Tabriz, Opie Okusi, Tashi, Onshell, Mela Dixon, Ali Chin, Andrew, Jaw Create, Fanya Forn, Cha Wadit, Ronaldo Garcia, Ayo, Randy, Anonymous 5542D, Christian Ramos, Dr. Fist, Magnus Bergensen, Joseph Rivera, Christopher Kana, Jeff Dean, Knight, Andrew Lopez, Jose Sia, Food Mesco, Blaze Shadow, Al Shalsif, Nathan Worthington, Pun, Alan Karka, Asher Bailey, Avon Rose, May Butterfly 1895, Jose Maria Galaba, Michael Suchis, Ryan H, Qualalate, Psycho Kane, Psycho Kane, Crazy Soldier, Jason Shin, Graham Hartonian, Haydar Lee, One-Eyed King, Wellesley, Iron King, Tyra 91, Tanaka Taro, Lachlon Donald Nicholas, Gudo, Nicholas Perez Quintaro, Daniel McDonald, Gabriel, Brandon R. Trost, Christopher Akurdi, Michael Jermaine Harris, Darius Ashton Owens, Ozra Field, Mario Vincent, Hector Lopez, Wakers Ignite, Melhim Mokahal, Salem William, Isha Koten, Nikki Booth, Blank Knight, Andrew Curtis, Alessandro Rojas, Vicey, Alexander Croso Lotus, Theo Price, Moritz Tateweller, Dio Brando, Sim Ching Young, Sam Fraser, Amanku, Frazid CG, Chevis, Freddie, Paul Easy Money, Alex Brahman, Eric Miller, Northern Red Star, Arthur Lee Augustus Jr., Mario Blanco, Ski Chart, Natsuki Iwaru, Abishai Din, Brody Terry, Miko Numinen, Tom Yuki Jenkins, Commando Bear 1, Krister Hegg, Gibbs Abu Farja, Bruna Santos, 18G Taurus, Darkclaw White Dragon, Imaginal X, Aaron Brabson, Hawkeye 117, Levi Bokuli, Kisiri, Hawk, San 1234, Jose Rodtard, Nani Saldana, Brittany Stern, Rudolph Battle, James Bryan, Mandy Ming Fang Sai, CC Crystal Clear, Michael, Jesus Torres, Gentleman Gamer, Travin Jackson, Timothy Fatch, Hunter Gramad, Thomas Molina, Ruji Grimori, Felix Machuka, Sam Cockbane, CM Cross, Ahmed Q, Brian Lewis, Stan, Kento Croft, Derek Cubello, Almina, Terrence Harper, Larry Wigfall, Cody Sandever, Cody Edwards, Lennis Durrell, Timothy Paul Jugto, Michaela Siebert, Brent Adkins, Falling Lotus, Mike Long, Fabio Solano, Austin Leonis, Austin Shank, Costa P, and Lisa Turley. Now, these are the ones that go from any order that have, donated, but they don't want any rewards at all. Howard Wong, 50. Shi Hassan Fan, 15. Derek Dennis. Dakeen Dennis. That's what I'm assuming. Dakeen Dennis, 10. Myron Tan, 10. Roku, 5. Puppy, 9935. Shrivel, 4. Shihan Paris, 3. Joshua Adams, 3. Ryan Pollard, 2. Danielle Tran, 2. GB 1983, 2. Rye Moon, $2. Roberto Rivera, $2. Bluebeardo, $2. Burn, $1.50. Moki B, $1. LR Turner, $1. Quincy Marina, $1. All these are going to be $1, for I don't repeat that. Luke Mackelberg, Epic Escanor, Marcus Schneider, Zhongfu Wong, Arnuflo Mendez, Suzy Finlay, Sloan the Female Otaku, Cedric Cowley, Martin Larson, OK, Memory Reacts, Yume no Shima, Danielle Clape Baumecki, Alexander Westbury, Theo Sanders, Marcus Mady, Joseph Ballinger, Madeline Leung, and May Mononitis Abraham, Bryce White, Max Bonnewell, and Danielle. Okay, so that is all of them. Woo! Oh my god, what a mouthful! Woo! Regardless, though, it's a small price to pay for just the kindness you all show me, so I just want to thank every single individual one of you for just supporting me and all that. You allow me to do this, and I feel like the best thing I could do is just offer you guys just a thanks by at least giving you a shout out in a video. As I said, I'm still working on the tier list. I'm trying to, figure out what to do. I'm thinking of doing private live streams for you guys. I'm thinking of adding you guys to the Chibi questions, like giving you guys your own segment, to, letting you guys recommend something and I can review it. I'm trying to figure out different things to add because there's just so many of you and I don't want to disappoint you, and I also want to do something that I can actually do and stay consistent with, because if I do something that's too crazy, it'll be very hard to try to do it with everyone. So I just got to figure out something that I can do for you guys and it can actually work out and won't, be impossible to do. But regardless, though, of that, I am very thankful so much for all of you helping me out this past weekend. You guys are relieving a lot of stress on my shoulders. So you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.